I wanted to share a testimony. I think this is probably up there with one of my most favorite, powerful testimonies. And it might seem simple to somebody else, but I want you to understand this. I didn't grow up in church. We went to church here and again growing up. Went to church on Easter, right? And maybe some other times, right? And there was like this bus that would come around in Brooklyn. Anybody close to my age group know about Yogi Bear, right? Yogi Bear bus used to come around and pick up all the young kids on a Saturday morning, and we'll go. And I don't remember what they were talking about. I'm pretty sure I remember them saying something about Jesus Christ, but I probably ate and went to sleep. But anyway, the Lord started. Now this testimony is like about 22 years old. Anyway, the Lord started dealing with me, and the time came where I had like a typewriter, and I typed out the Lord's Prayer to like post over my bed so I could remember to like pray, because he was dealing with my heart. And so he was dealing with me, and then a time came where I stopped playing Jay-Z and Biggie and Tupac on Sundays and started playing Commission, because like I had a Commission greatest hits, so I'm playing Commission on Sundays. Anyway, the Lord allowed me to meet somebody who was in a backslidden position at that time, right? So a couple of days into knowing them, on a Wednesday, they started talking about the Lord. And they started talking about the Lord. Tears started rolling down my face. And I started saying to myself, why is they playing with God? That's what I was saying to myself. Anyway, and I didn't understand why tears were rolling down my face, because I was the type of person where I didn't want nobody to see me crying, because, you know, coming from Brooklyn, that's like a sign of weakness. So anyway, so that Sunday, I go to church. I'm sitting there, they're singing, praising the Lord, just turning up for Jesus. I'm crying the whole time, and I'm so embarrassed because, like I said, that's like a sign of weakness. I didn't understand why I was crying. I didn't have a clue. I felt something I never felt before, and I didn't know why I was crying. And so, end of the service come, pastor said, anybody want to come up to get saved? And so, pastor, I'm sitting on the back row. Pastor walks back there to where I am. Now I'm against the wall. So he comes back there and he's holding his hand out like, come here, daughter. So I go, he's like, so he asked if I wanted to be saved. Now, I'm going to tell you, because I didn't grow up in church, I don't believe I heard that before being in New York, and then going to church here and again, like somebody being saved. But whatever it was that he was saying to me, I said yes, because I wanted it. I didn't know what I wanted it. So we go to the front, and he says, repeat after me. And I repeated after him. I gave my life to the Lord, and I'm at the altar crying, and a sister come hug me, and I'm up there crying. I'm feeling something I never felt before in my life. So 5 days into being saved, I'm trying my best not to curse. Now, probably started cursing when I was 8. Now, at this time, I'm 28. So 27, 28. So 20 years, I'm cursing like a sailor. So for 5 days, I'm trying my best not to curse, and I'm feeling so bad because curses are still coming out of my mouth. And so the enemy started taunting me, like, you're not saved. And then I'm feeling bad, like, oh, I'm not saved. I'm cursing. I'm not saved. And then the Lord brought back to my remembrance the day that I got baptized, which was 7 years prior, July 15th, 1994. So he brings that back to my remembrance. And then 5 days prior, which was when I just gave my life to him, July 15th, 2001. In my mind, I put 2 and 2 together, like, so 7 years. 7 years to the same day. And then he spoke and said, I did it like that so you would know that I saved you. Now, let me tell you the crazy part. And it's gonna sound crazy. I mean, but it's the truth. I didn't know God could talk. I never heard nobody I was about to say the wrong thing, at my mama's church and my grandma's church. I never heard them say, God said, Holy Spirit said, Spirit of the Lord said, thus saith the Lord. The denomination, I'm going to leave out of this. But I never heard anybody say before that God said anything. So I didn't know he could talk. And so when he said that to me, I felt relieved. I felt relieved, like, man, he orchestrated this thing. That wasn't the word that came to my mind at that time. But like, I knew, like, he put this together because he just said, I did it like this so you would know that I saved you. He orchestrated the day that I gave my life to him and the day that I was baptized, which, you know, I know people say, like, as you go down a devil, you come up a devil. And you know what? You know, because I was not saved when I got baptized. My mother convinced me and my brother that we should get baptized. So, but anyway, but the Lord had his hand in that he will orchestrate it that way. 7 years to the same date. He did it like that, he said. He did. I'm thinking, I'm going up here to give my life to the Lord, and it, you know, it's me, it's my decision. He said he did it like that. I don't remember exactly what happened because I was supposed to get baptized the same time as my brother, which was the May of 1994. And I don't remember what happened. Maybe I didn't show up or something, I don't know. But I got baptized July 15th, 1994. And so I hope everybody followed me on how I explained that. It's 7 years to the same date. He reminded me of that, and then he spoke those words to me, which blew my mind, because like I said, I did not know God could talk. And then from then on, he would continue to talk to me. And in a prior video, I told how he would get me up to testify. And when I would testify, I would always say, the Lord let me know. I would never say the Lord spoke to me, because what blew my mind was, this is a God that created all things, and he's speaking to me